Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Las Vegas. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Williams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And, Charles, this defense may be excited, you'd have to think, at the prospect of facing a team working on a 3-game losing streak.
But their head coach, he really kind of poured water on that in his weekly press conference, and I would say the water was cold there, partner. He told everybody, listen, everybody's a threat. We can't take our eyes off the prize for 1 minute in this league. And I know everyone watching him say it, they may not have believed it, but no one challenged him.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Carr. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Carr flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right.
And now the rookie's free. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. These two teams all tied after 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that'll set him back 5. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr eluding the pressure right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 8. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw his Carr. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, and the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on off.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for Vegas.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. K'Waun Williams, the one that got him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Waun Williams. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
On the throw. It's third down and 10.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Carr. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Carr again. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. And that's on the rookie first-round pick, Alex Leatherwood. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr steps away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kareem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
1st down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Oh, fighting off the defender. Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they can't bring him down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They run it again with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have broken the tie. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Raiders 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10. They run right side with Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Joker. White Monday down. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50. 36. Shit. Keep it hot.
On play action, it's Carr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Carr to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it.
Throwing his Carr. Flushed out right. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Carlson on for the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Tackle made.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for
back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Wide second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First throw of overtime for Carr. Rolling to his right. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And a team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. They'll run on first down. Hunt, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess a question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
After after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got this down to the 35.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by